Hey, what up folks? Before this video begins, I want to give a big thank you for DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. DraftKings is the leading fantasy sports brand in the world with a mission to make sports better and making sports fans better by bringing them closer to the game. DraftKings is putting you in the center of the action with a shot at millions of dollars in prizes every week of the football regular season with your first deposit. So you have to be technical with what players you pick. It's not something you can guess and win like roulette or some type of gambling, right? You have to know what you're really doing to have a higher chance in winning. So luckily I have friends that know about football more than I do, so I've asked them to help me out which players are more likely to get a winning shot. There are millions of dollars in prizes every week. It's free to sign up. You just have to pay a small fee of $5 to enter a game. I put $5 down and entered a $3 game. So you have to draft 9 players, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, and 1 defense. Each player listed has an assigned salary and a valid lineup must not exceed the salary cap of $50,000. So rack up fantasy points for touchdowns, yards, field goals, and a lot more. So full rules and scoring can be found here in this link on the screen at draftkings.com/fantasyfootball. So download DraftKings and enter football daily fantasy contests all season long with millions in prizes.
Also use my promo code John Manalo to get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with your first deposit. Hey, what's up y'all? This is John Manalo. I was feeling kind of sad because some kid on the internet said I was capping with my videos. So I wanted to clear my head, go outside and get some fresh air through my mask. I don't know about you guys, but there's just something therapeutic about hearing the waves crash onto the sand or the rocks. I just find it really dope. And in the corner of my Asian eyes, I see a glimmering light through this tumbleweed. Wow, it's a 1994 Air Jordan 1 in really beat up condition. Look, I'm telling you, I'm not making this stuff up. I actually have superpowers. Alright you guys, let's see what we can do with these shoes and bring them inside. Alright y'all, so these shoes have seen some major damage. You can see that the toe box is very scuffed. They need to be repaired heavily. And it looks like there's wait, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that web was there before. This has to be one of the most non-muddiest shoe finds I've ever recorded. Alright, I'm just gonna remove all of the twigs and leaves that are inside of the shoes. I found something interesting. I don't know if it's like a cocoon or some kind of fancy web, but this was inside of the shoes. Oh, I didn't even know something was living in there. Yo, my fault. I didn't mean to disturb your home, little guy. I think he used his web as a shield so then he can get out of his exoskeletor. Huh. You know what's crazy? I actually like spiders. I don't know why a lot of people don't like spiders. They have like arachnophobia. I like my arachnids. Alright, we're gonna continue repairing the shoes. Oh my god, don't tell me there's another one. Damn, he's quick. Yeah, you don't want this guy running around in your house. Dude, this guy's freaking huge. Alright, buddy, go back in your home. Alright, just an extra precaution so we know nothing else is gonna come out of the shoes. I just wanna, just light things up a little bit. Yeah, these shoes need major work. There's a freaking hole inside your toe. So this dude's pinky toe must be saying hello to everybody walking by. You know, after inspecting them, they don't look too bad, to be honest. They just need the soles to be replaced and some touch-ups on the leather. So I'm going to thoroughly clean the uppers with Rejuvenator shoe cleaner. I'm just trying to loosen up the dirt that's on the surface of the leather. And by using Rejuvenator, you're also rejuvenating the leather as well. It will not dry it out because you're not using dish soap, which is a degreaser. I'm gonna start removing the soles by using a seam ripper and removing all of the thread that's attached from the rubber sole to the uppers. So I'm gonna start removing the donors now. You know, usually this works. Maybe I need to give it a little bit of Rejuvenator holy water or something. Okay, perfect. Now that we have brand new soles, it's time to reattach them back to the 1994 uppers. Man, I can't get over how rough the toe box looks. So the lasting board looks pretty worn out, so I'm gonna do my best to replace them with something a little bit more newer. At this point, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I think we should just replace the whole leather material instead of patching it. Yeah, patching would do the job, but I think to make the shoe look new again, it'll just be better replacing the whole thing. So I met up with my boy Who Fresh, who is the grand master at sneaker recon. If you go to the Jordan brand store in LA right now, you can see the satin Air Jordan 1's that he made from scratch being advertised in Jordan brand's shop. That is freaking crazy. He's even making a pair for Michael Jordan. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using an X-Acto knife to remove the threading so then I could separate the toe box. So I'm making my own paint mix for the 1994 Bred colorway. So Who Fresh cut out a pattern on the 1994 Bred 1 toe box using a manila folder. Now he's tracing that same cutout on a premium leather that he's going to cut out again to replace and stitch on the shoes. Unfortunately, the original toe box was pretty jacked up, so we're gonna replace that as well by using white leather. Unfortunately, we don't have the same shade of red that Jordan Brand used back in 1994, so this white leather would be a good replacement since we're going to repaint them and paint match it to the original color. So to prep for a repaint on the white leather, I'm going to strip the factory varnish. What this does is it protects the paint. So what I'm doing is removing that varnish, so our paint would stick and adhere better to the leather. Using a hand brush is going to take way too long, so I'm going to use an airbrush. Plus, it's going to look closer to factory by using an airbrush, because you're eliminating the risk for hand brush strokes. Now that the toe box has been fully painted, it's time to stitch up the red toe box to the tongue and then the red to the black. The pattern pieces are coming together, so all we have to do now is just stitch both parts together. So this is what the shoe is starting to look like. It's starting to come back to life now. So now we're going to last the shoe to give the shoe back its shape. And then it happened. We got stumped. We had to go back to the drawing board, remove the toe box. So now the toe box is naked again, and we're gonna find out what is wrong with this guy. Why is he flexing his muscles on camera? You idiot, just work on the shoes. So the issue we ran into was we didn't know where the midsole was gonna meet the uppers, because the lasts that we were using were not the same lasts that Jordan Brand used back in 1994. We were using some totally different lasts, so it wasn't gonna work out. So the solution we both came up with was finding the distance from the original length of the toe box that meets the midsole and transferring that information to the new pattern. So now that we got this information, we're just gonna sew it back together again, and then just cut any excess material that we don't need, and then we can just glue it back to the midsole. God damn, Hoop Fresh did his damn thing. Now the shoes look damn brand spanking new. It looks so good. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove all of the glue that is still remaining on the uppers by using cotton balls and acetone to prepare them for a new midsole. I think the biggest difficulty was having the tape stick onto the new leather because it was so plush that the tape wouldn't even stick, which was so crazy to me. And now I'm gonna apply Barge Cement Super Stick onto the soles as well as the uppers. Now you want nice thin coats for an excellent bond. You don't want to put too much glue and oversaturate it. Alright, so now I'm going to take the original toe box, make a pattern out of it so I can make sure I can put the holes exactly where they should be. And I'm just using a ruler to make sure that the holes are straight. I know there's a little bit of human error, so by using a ruler, I want to make sure that they're as straight as possible. I'm cutting and practicing on this cardboard piece first before I actually apply it on the leather, because you can't go back on the leather if you make a mistake. So this is just for practice. Now all I have to do is just line up the holes perfectly so it don't look silly. So now I'm gonna have my beautiful assistant help me lay down these holes so when I put down my hole puncher, it's exactly where they should be. Because we use white leather, you can see the white trim that's poking out. So we're just gonna fill it up with red paint to make it look seamless. I gotta say, this paint match is fuego. So now I'm using a heat gun to activate the glue on both the soles and on the uppers, so then when we bond them, it's gonna be perfect. I have this red fabric that I'm gonna cut out just a little bit bigger than the toe box piece, just to make sure that when the person wears the shoes, whoever wears these shoes, will feel comfortable. I'm going to apply this sprayable glue on the top of the fabric so I could just tack it on the bottom of the toe box. So you're going to need to sand down brand new leather if you want to glue it down to rubber, otherwise it'll keep separating. I usually save this for last, but I'm going to stitch the whole midsole first and then repaint the uppers. Before we repaint the uppers, I'm gonna strip the uppers of the natural oils and varnish so our paint will stick better. The back of the heel has a lot of scuffs that I can't hide with just red paint with my mix. I'm gonna need to prime it with a pink mixture so then when I paint my red, it'll look seamless. Don't think I forgot about those leather pieces that I cut out to replace the strobe board. I'm gonna put glue on the bottom and then place them inside of the shoes. Man, these shoes went through a whole transformation. They don't even have creases on the toe box anymore because we replaced the whole leather material. That is it for the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. It is free and I love free, so the joy of giving is always admired. I will appreciate you so much, and don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Alright, y'all. Peace, take care, and God bless. Yay!